Hey, everybody. Rodamon here. Thank you so very much for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included. Let's get started. So, first things first, I wanted to go over some of the project ideas that you all had for me, but even before that, so I guess not technically first, would be Frostalband's idea of using a sweepy dock to deal with some of the lovely buildup that I've been getting. So I am going to do just that. So the way the sweepy dock works is it's basically just a Roomba, honestly. Or I could even move it over one. That's all it is. It's a very simple Roomba. It requires a flat surface, and if you provide a flat surface, it helps to clean for you. If that sounds good to you, then build one. So we'll get this sweepy dock built. And I'm going to put this as a construction 7 so that we build it sooner. Another thing I wanted to do is to get a desalinator. I think it's about time that I have some method of dealing with excess saltwater or brine. And a desalinator is a pretty obvious solution. Just roll the water right back into my water supply. So I'm going to set that up as well. And eventually I will have the liquid pump here be set up to filter for brine and water. Yep. Alright, let's get this built. And plugged in. It is fortunately right next to the main line, so that's going to be really easy to keep powered. It does require a bit of power, which is why I've, set it up. Another thing that is looming is soon we will be full up on hydrogen. And with the current filtration systems I have, once the hydrogen tanks are full, hydrogen starts spilling into my oxygen. So I'm going to set this threshold to 6,000, so we stop pulling hydrogen from our geyser. So what this sweepy dock is going to do is it's going to roam this flat surface here. Just like a Roomba, it can't go over edges. And what it does is it will sweep up all the things that are sweepable. It can't mop, but it can grab sweepable polluted bottles and water bottles and stuff like that. It's going to load that stuff into the sweepy dock itself, and then the auto sweeper is going to take the stuff from the sweepy dock, put it into the conveyor loader, and the conveyor loader is going to then drop it, and it's going to drop to roughly the entrance of my base, meaning that dupes that want to sweep up all the mess only has to go this far. They don't have to climb the ladder, which helps cut out long commutes significantly. So right now I'm just waiting for metal to be delivered to the sweepy dock so that we can make a sweepy. Okay, let's not have a huge painful water backup. Start dumping the water. So other projects that you all mentioned you wanted to see. A proper recreation room was one of them. And I very much like that idea, and it's not going to be on the top of my list because I do want to finish my power. But this area here is going to be my recreation room, just above my Great Hall. So I'll get that queued. Which also means I'm going to need to move my hospital. I'm going to just choose to leak out some water here. Oh yeah, they're treating this as a bathroom. Here, let me disable that. That's not your bathroom. At some point, I'm going to need a larger bathroom, though. Because if we're adding more duplicants, we're going to need more capacity. Taking a look down here, we are at 8 critters and 7 critters, and we are incubating another Drecklet. So let's kill the old. I know how brutal that sounds, but it's the most efficient. Where are you old? Yeah, you were old. Okay. I queued 2 of the Drecklets to be hunted for their meat. And there we go. Thank you for your service. Alright, so this did flood. It's fine. I meant it to. I just found it easier than do pipe emptying. We do have a sewage backup right now, so I'm going to let this flow a little bit. So we don't have inoperable toilets. Alright, do we have a sweepy yet? No, we don't. Come on, guys. Deliver that metal. Please. Please. You know what I need to do? I need to lower the priority of all this stuff back down to like 5. And then they'll actually deliver the metal. So it is sort of my fault, I guess. So here we go. Bunch of 5s. Oh, a whole bunch of my ice melted. And it overflowed a bit. Not too much. The majority of it was caught. Oh, here's the sweepy. I'm going to give him a snazzy suit so he can get pretty. I'm going to also set this sweepy dock to 1. So the reason for that is the sweepy dock will eventually fill up with polluted water, because that's what the sweepy is sweeping. And if the sweepy dock is set to 1 and the bottle emptiers are set anything higher than 1, our duplicants will take the liquid from the sweepy dock and put it into the bottle emptiers. If the sweepy dock priority is higher than the bottle emptiers, the sweepy dock eventually will just fill up with liquid, and no one will ever deal with that. Oh, speaking of deal with that, let's get... some deodorizers, because I very much foresee there being a bit of a polluted air apocalypse. Well, not apocalypse, but this will get 9s. And then the sweepy dock periodically will just recharge it, or the sweepy will periodically recharge at the dock. So as you can see, it is grabbing just a bunch of polluted water, and then it's going to drop it off at the dock. What's my electrolyzers doing? Yeah, all that free water. It's lovely, isn't it? Very slowly, as the carbon skimmer uses water to turn carbon dioxide into polluted water and remove it, we'll be able to remove these pipes. I don't need to empty them just yet. Oh. Okay, these are emptyable. Great. Alright, so here you can see the sweepy getting groomed or whatever, and then the solids getting dropped into the conveyor chute, landing right outside of my base for sweeping. The liquids still stay on the dock, waiting for a duplicate to manually empty it. And that's how it works. It's not rocket science, it's a Roomba. So I do want to continue searching around a bit. So let's dig these paths out. And I'm also going to set this up as a low priority dig. But before I do that, let's get beautiful ladder system queued up. Ooh, look at you, sparkle streaking. Bryce is happy. Happy Bryce. Likes to streak. And not that kind of streak. Get your head out of the gutter. Alright, I'm going to set this dig to 4. And I'm going to leave the salt water alone for now. Look at you go, buddy. Very happy to be doing that, I guess. No more skill points, though. So yeah, that's how to use the sweepy. And all the sweepy is doing is just dumping stuff over the edge here so that my duplicants don't have to climb ladders to sweep. Pretty lazy stuff. Alright, we are just about filling up. So time to dump out some water. And purifiable. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, no. Research ranch. Come on now. I don't really need a farmer. I guess a shine nymph. I'm going to leave this shine nymph alone and not kill it. Because unless it gets near my bedrooms and keeps me awake at night. Alright, so the dock is filling up now with liquids. And it's going to require a duplicant to empty out those liquids. So I'm going to set the dock to 6, and then these to 7. That's going to be a quick way to deal with that. Okay, my water's starting to back up. I've been pretty keen on it. You know, I've been watching it. I could automate it, and that was another one of the suggestions. Speaking of suggestions, some of the other projects that I've seen you all propose would be using the volcanoes. I think that's a pretty good long-term project for me to work towards. Skill point earned. Nice. Oh, congratulations, Bryce. Let's give you construction. And then in priorities, where are you? Here you are. Operating building. Yeah, this dock is not very, this sweepy rather is not very productive because this dock is so full of water. But our dupes will empty it soon enough. Okay, soon the toilets are going to be backed up. Yep, there they are. They're backed up now. So let's flip these. Looks like we can pull a little bit more hydrogen, so I'll try to keep an eye on that. I don't want it to overflow, though. And our ranches are at 7 and 6. Okay, that's fine. What I'll probably likely do is just continually incubate using power, of course, and then kill the creatures for barbecue. Because barbecue is a high-value food, high-morale food. Okay, this is igneous, so I'll make this out of igneous. One day, natural gas. One day, I'm going to utilize you properly. Okay, and there you just saw Duke grab polluted water out of the dock to deliver it to my bottle emptier. Actually, 2 of them did that. But the dock is still full. It's not full. It has a little bit of overhead space now. So we're doing a little bit of exploring. trying to uncover the rest of the map. I figured that's a good thing to do while I work on other things. Speaking of which, that would allow us to put a ladder in here. Now this is technically inside my base. Technically, right? Because there's a clear path from my base. So I don't want to, from this cold biome, I don't want to go to the slime because that would infect my duplicants with slime lung. But I can go into the salt biome, and that's not going to hurt me much. Ooh, good. The oil is now a liquid again. Creating, it doesn't look like it, but creating a lock here. Now what I could do is spill some additional oil and fill it up. And it's going to auto bottle, which means we're going to pull it from the pitcher pump. Or we'll sweep it from the crude oil that's just sitting here. Yep, there it is. Wait, where are you going with that? I thought he was coming to... Okay, he is. No, no, yes, you are. No, where are you going? Oh, where are you going? Okay, you're not the one with the oil. Well, we'll eventually deliver oil here. Okay, water's filling up. So I'm going to filter it. I don't really need to wait for the food germs to go to 0, because those food germs are in my second reservoir, and they'll be killed by the time they get to the first reservoir. And then I also have a germ sensor failsafe anyway, and the failsafe works is providing I have power, so it's not something to fret too much about. All right, how's the exploration going? We get over here. There's some new tunnels. And we started to build this ladder. Awesome. Because this is a carbon dioxide geyser, if you recall, from the last episode. Okay, toilets are going to back up real soon. Yeah, I'm having to deal with... I'm moving way more water than my system was built for. In before, you all say, upgrade the system. It's like, it's fine. You know, you build for the average, not for the peak, is what I keep telling everyone. You don't need a build for peaks. That's actually pretty inefficient. All right, so this is polluted, no, that's polluted oxygen. Okay. I thought that was polluted water. Polluted oxygen is fine. And yes, I am annexing an absolutely enormous amount. Part of this is simply because now that I have a sweeping, I might as well put the sweepy to work. I know that's like kind of a bad reason to add a whole lot of space, but that's my reason. I don't need a better one, I don't think. Okay. There's ladders, and then we'll set this to a 4 dig. And be careful not to disturb the liquids, because we'll need to treat them a little bit differently. Oh, there's a geyser here. What is it? Volcano. All right, cool. So the sweepies need a flat surface, so like cleaning up stuff like this, they wouldn't work really at all. You know, because without a flat surface, they'll just bump and turn around. But a flat surface like this, and they work pretty wonderfully. toilets are starting to get backed up, so let's reverse the flows. Because we're going to have an accident if we don't. But my goodness, is that ever a giant pool now of perfectly filtered fresh water. So once I'm done sort of getting through the backlog of the reservoir here, I'll hook up the desalinator. I haven't hooked it up yet because we just don't have space for its water. But it would look something like that. And then I would need to put in a liquid bridge here to tell the... I probably don't need a liquid bridge for the sieve. So yeah, we can build that. I don't know why I made it at igneous, but whatever. He's fine. How much salt do I already have? I have 71 tons of slime. That's a lot of slime. And it's all germless slime too, so that's a bit of an accomplishment, I'd like to think. Oh, hydrogen is getting full. Put this back to 6,000. I don't want to fill up the hydrogen again, I'll repeat, because once my hydrogen tanks overflow, the hydrogen leaks into the oxygen line, and I could build a better solution for that, but like, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it ain't broke right now. Let's check these exploration tunnels. Oh, yes. We can see fully out to the edge of the map. I probably don't need this ladder anymore. This is carbon dioxide. This is a straight-up volcano. There's a tiny pocket here that I haven't discovered, but that's pretty easy to get to. Done. And tell me something good. A suit wearer, researcher, doctorer, but you fart and you're a pacifist. Give me the copper. Sorry, farting pacifist. Just not your time. There's a ladder for more exploration. Because I'd like to, at some point, reveal all of the subterranean map. I'm not too worried about revealing space, because it's all the same. It's all regolith and mafic, and random stuff that crashed in. Oh, that's not good. How do you get water here? Where did that even come from? Don't know. But I'm very curious. Alright, the temperature in the base, let's do a quick check. No, it's not overly hot. I was a little worried about using the geysers water as a source for... It is getting a little hot over here, though, I will say. So I'll put some Weezeworts here to help cool this down. It's not super hot, but it's hot enough that the Mirth leaves are gonna be sad. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them here instead. Not directly next to the Mirth, because directly next to the Mirth and the Mirth will get too cold and not be pretty. You know, I've never analyzed this thing. I mean, considering I use it constantly, let's actually prioritize to analyze it. We'll send our astronomer to poke around at it. I'm going to do the same with the cool steam vent. It'd be good to know its cycles and temperatures and all the fine details. Why is this unreachable? Oh, it's unreachable because of sand or something. I don't know. We'll get there. Critter starvation? Yeah, no kidding. Welcome to the club. Alright, so we're almost done through the puddle. Yep, that is the last of the puddle that was melted from the liquefiables bin. Which means I can flip these and start capturing this water in a minute. Oh, well, here comes more water. Haha! And the sweepie is absolutely doing a terrific job of cleaning all this stuff up. Why are you standing here? Oh, you can't get through here, can you? Oh, really? For reals? Oh, because you don't have the skill to dig this. Alright, I'll set it to 9. Help's on its way. Just hang in there. Oh, nope. That wasn't the issue. It was sand from the ladder. Oh, you cheeky little ladder. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a leak, but luckily there's a trough here that will stop it. Or, I don't know, divot. Whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's flip these. And start emptying my filtration tanks out. Now that there's a little bit of room in this reservoir for polluted water from the bathrooms and like. Alright, good enough. And no germs. Well, that's a ton of... oops, wasn't supposed to dig you out. A ton of annexed space. We still have more yet to do, but that's a really good start. And then a whole lot more of the map explored. Do I know what this is? If I do, I've forgotten. So let me see. You are hydrogen. We got a hydrogen vent. Well, look at that. Exploration pays off. More hydrogen. So eventually when I have the unified power grid, we can tap this hydrogen vent, much the way we tap the one for the ranches, and send the hydrogen to hydrogen holding tanks to then power up our base. So we have 1 natural gas, 2 hydrogen, steam, coal, you know, we're really, really diversifying, which is very, very good. And then, of course, I could always have ethanol, petroleum. Yes, having different sources of power is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I probably don't actually need to dig the rest of this out, so I'll stop it. And that reveals most of this area. If I zoom out, as you can see, this whole chunk was revealed most recently. There's a pocket here I don't yet know. And there's definitely a cool steam vent there cranking out. I can hear it. Here, there. This tunnel here will allow me to know about that cool steam vent, which is a vent I can utilize soon. Hello, Shinebug. I have allowed you to live. You're welcome. My ranch is too full, 8 and 7. So let's pick the oldest Dreco, Glossy, 107, so that we can, you know, some 111, yeah, or 111, I think you win. This guy might be a little bit older, but I don't really care. Just, we need to continually make space, and I don't mind the barbecue, so. Alright, these Weezeworts had the intended effect of helping to cool down the hydrogen vent. So that's great. What? Oh, Jesus. I was not paying attention, and, I just kept dumping oil over and over and over until my, refinery filled up with oil. Well, good job, me. I guess it's a proper liquid lock. I will guess I will mop most of this oil out of there. And I'll just leave this liquid lock the way it is. One of the beautiful things, let's call it a helpful little accident. One of the beautiful things of having a giant amount, or voluminous amount of oil here, is it will take a lot more temperature shifting for it to freeze, right? It's less, the higher the volume, the less sensitive it is to temperature shock. Alright, let's sweep up what is in here. I don't know why I need to sweep at that high priority, but I'm going to do it anyway. To put oil back in here. My hydrogen tanks look good. The extra overhead I have for the water is, it is just about full. We've almost finished dumping. And then that means once we get rid of this, once we empty this out, we'll start desalinating. Which is a new stage in water filtration. I don't know. Okay, so we did dig out this way. There's a little bit of shadow here, but it's not enough for it to functionally obscure my knowledge of the map. So, there we go. Czar's the map. Now we just want this ladder so that I can figure out what's going on over here. Reveal some of it up there. But hydrogen vents are really, really cool to find. I was not expecting another one. So there is a pocket of the map over here, which I don't yet know. The problem is it's very lengthy to get here because of the way I've set up my base. That's my fault. But I will work on that anyway. So let's put a ladder, a tunnel, another ladder, to another tunnel, and we'll passively work on that. I just, for whatever reason, I guess it's so that I know all the geysers and volcanoes and all that jazz, but it's nice to know your map. It's nice to have it finally revealed, so that you know what kind of resources you have long term, especially the ones, geysers and the like, because that allows you to know, hey, what's like renewable. The amount of stuff that's here now is absolutely obscene. That Sweepy has just been dumping here. This is essentially what infinite storage is. You just dump everything into one tight spot. It will lag up your game if you do that, though. Suit wearing, tidying, ranching, digging, cooking. Well, I don't know. I really want a builder, but I'll print you anyway. Alright, this is the last one for a bit. I do want to eventually get up to 12. So you are going to go for exosuit wearing first. But just like everybody else, you get to run the wheel a bit. Yep. She's like, what did I do to deserve this? Don't ask me. It's just the way our laws work. They're weird, and they're punitive. And now, for priorities... Actually, I can... Yeah, no, actually, I just want you running. So, operation... Yep, enjoy. Get your athletics up. Tis the cost of, membership to this private club of ours. Oh, is this a guy? Ah, yes. I found another geyser. Possibly two. I can maybe hear a second one. I don't know. We'll see. But, yep. Alright, there's not going to be any geysers in the mafic rock layer. That's space. So there's not going to be geysers over here. I don't really need to reveal it. I can't even... what am I doing? I can't even analyze this, because I don't have access to it physically. But I can put in a manual door, get access to it. Over here... There. Now I'll have access to this one. How's my power supply doing? We have loads and loads of coal to the point where I'm overflowing 2 bins. That's pretty good. We've got a fair bit of hydrogen. And my steam's not all that hot, but that's just because I haven't been focusing on digging up fossils. Oh, actually, no, we need refined carbon. All right, let's make 15. Refined carbon. I don't even have to do anything, right? The auto sweeper makes it for me, which is so convenient. All right, and here comes some water. Okay, so we're getting this ladder built. Let's see, what is this? You are a cool steam vent. Wow, I have a lot of cool steam vents. And also, I find it very funny that this cool steam vent got built into the Gravitas building. I don't think, seen that before, which is hilarious. But as you can see, the digging that we've been doing and the tunneling has given me a lot of the intel about Gravitas, the Gravitas stuff, whatever you want to call it. All right, so that's a cool steam vent. Neat. And I guess I need to start going this direction for the discovery of whatever's over here. So I'm going to carefully go around the polluted oxygen and the light. Even if it has me going through abyssalite. Alright, so that's that tunnel. That'll work. She's like, is this my purpose? Yes. Yes, it is. Another thing I could do is get a little bit of table salt. Especially with desalination on the way. I'm going to have a lot of salt. Table salt helps you make your great halls a little bit nicer. Not that big of a deal, but I don't know. It's a nice to have, I guess. Here we go. Revealing this area. Now, if I want to reveal this area, I have to either go laddering up, which I probably will do. I'm basically trying to leave the pockets of gas and whatnot, like, as much alone as I can, so I don't have to really deal with it. So I'm just digging to avoid, right? We don't really need that obsidian, mind out. In this whole area, the reason I haven't been really focusing here is the sweepy will eventually get it. But what I might want to do is some deodorizers. All right, I think it's time to plug in our desalinator. We're almost done analyzing that cool steam vent and that chlorine. Okay, so this tunnel will... Let's build a few of these. This tunnel will reveal this pocket here. Then it looks like down near oil is the last unknown. That's a lot of exploration. Feel pretty good about that. And this is the whole Gravitas structure here, now revealed to us. Taking a look at my ranches, because I know I'm incubating. Oh, yep, something just incubated, actually. This should be up to 8. All right, before we stick another glossy in here, let's do stone. Okay, I think we have the right amount of wheezeworts in here now, so that the oil doesn't refreeze. That looks pretty good. I don't think... we're basically have this revealed at this point. There's not going to be a hidden geyser between this slime and space. But it's nice to see it anyway, right? Alright, deodorizers. And this is just going to constantly be a problem until we sweep it. So I'm going to have it be a 9 sweep. Just so that we don't we're not outgassing continually. In fact, that also should be true over here, where there's slime. The sweepy will get this stuff eventually, so I'm not going to sweat it. Okay, so almost fully analyzed these 2 geysers. Thank you, sine curve. Look at this salt water. It is just full up. Over pressure. Even the hydrogen pockets here are now super pressured. But regardless, as you can see, the heat from here and the fact that there wasn't a bissolite has pretty much fully melted. Yeah, I actually think this, this cold biome is gone. It's all that's left is granite. Except for this little bit of ice here, which is going pretty quick. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't carefully manage your cold biomes. It goes bye-bye. Now, I don't think we're going to find any more facilitators. You know, we're not going to be able to improve our duplicants without some additional space exploration. There's probably not ruined facilities that I've not seen. You know, it's a small possibility that there's some down here, I guess. That is a pretty big pocket of unexplored. And a smaller possibility that they're here. But I think we have the important majority of the map poked around at this point. But yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So much stuff just dumping. Alright, so here's the desalination process. Salt water or brine goes in. Power separates the salt water and the from the regular water. It doesn't heat it up, as you can see. Input and output temperatures are the same. And then salt dumps out of the desalinator. It's not that complicated. But we do have printables. Building, researching, loud sleeper, diving lungs, iron gut. You wouldn't be terrible, but I'm sort of full now. So print the copper. Okay, there's a bunch of slime along this water, so make sure it purifies. Good enough. Then, once these two reservoirs are empty, I'll literally remove them and have this liquid pump deal with salt water and brine that we don't want. Now, it wouldn't be terrible to keep some salt water and brine, especially brine, because the map's full of salt water, but there isn't a lot of brine. Ooh, a tropical paku. You're elderly, though. You know, as you can see, they if you had enough paku, you could technically feed a pokey, but I don't really want to have that many paku. I don't want to ranch more stuff. But I'm just about out of time. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any feedback for me about projects to do, things you'd like to see, questions you have, things you think I missed or overlooked, just drop me a line in the comments below. I'll catch y'all next episode. Farewell, friends.